Have you ever wondered why some people seem polite to everyone else but treat you differently? Maybe they interrupt you when you're speaking, ignore your opinions, take advantage of your kindness, or speak to you in ways they would never dare speak to someone else. At first, you may think you're imagining it. You tell yourself they're having a bad day, or perhaps you should just be more patient. But when the same behavior keeps happening, a difficult truth becomes impossible to ignore. Respect is rarely lost overnight. It is usually lost one small compromise at a time. Many people believe respect comes from being nice, always agreeing, or never upsetting anyone. But psychologists have found that healthy relationships are built on something much stronger than constant people-pleasing. They are built on mutual respect, clear boundaries, and consistent behavior. When people believe there are no consequences for crossing your boundaries, they often continue doing it. The good news is that respect can be rebuilt, not through anger, not through revenge, but through confidence, consistency, and self-respect. Today, we'll explore 7 powerful ways to stop people from disrespecting you, and how to earn the kind of respect that lasts. Number 1, never ignore the first sign of disrespect. Most patterns begin with one small moment, a sarcastic joke, a rude comment, someone constantly interrupting you, a promise repeatedly broken. Many people ignore these early signs because they want to avoid conflict. They hope the behavior will stop on its own. Unfortunately, it rarely does. Behavior that goes unchallenged often becomes behavior that gets repeated. This doesn't mean you should argue over every small disagreement. It means you shouldn't pretend repeated disrespect doesn't exist. The healthiest response is calm, direct, and respectful. You can simply say, "I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. Let's keep this conversation respectful. That didn't sit well with me." Notice something important. You are addressing the behavior, not attacking the person. People who respect you will usually adjust. People who become angry because you expressed a simple boundary often reveal they were benefiting from the absence of one. Remember this. The first boundary is usually the easiest one to enforce. The longer disrespect continues, the harder it becomes to stop. Number 2, stop making yourself constantly available. One reason some people stop valuing your presence is because they believe it will always be there. If you're always the first to reply, always the one making sacrifices, always available whenever they call, some people begin taking your time for granted. Psychologists call this the familiarity effect. People often place less value on things they believe will never disappear. This doesn't mean you should become cold or distant. It means your time should reflect your priorities. Continue helping others. But don't abandon yourself in the process. Learn to say, "I'm busy today. I can't make it this time. I'll let you know when I'm available." Healthy people respect healthy boundaries. Those who become upset simply because you weren't available for one moment may have valued your convenience more than your friendship. Your time is valuable. Treat it that way. Others usually will too. Number 3, don't feel the need to defend yourself constantly. One of the quickest ways to give away your confidence is believing you must explain yourself to everyone. Some people criticize simply to provoke a reaction. Others enjoy watching you become emotional. The moment you begin desperately defending every decision, you hand them control of the conversation. Confidence doesn't require endless explanations. If you know your values, if you've thought carefully about your decision, you don't need everyone to agree. Sometimes the strongest response is simply, "I understand your opinion." Then leave it there. Silence often communicates more confidence than endless arguments. Calmness is not weakness, it is emotional control. When people realize they cannot manipulate your emotions, many lose interest in trying. Number 4, stop changing who you are to win approval. Everyone wants to be liked. That's completely normal. But constantly changing your personality just to please other people eventually becomes exhausting. You laugh at jokes you don't find funny. You stay silent about things that matter. You agree with opinions you don't actually believe. Little by little, you stop recognizing yourself. Ironically, the harder people chase approval, the less respect they often receive. Why? Because confidence is attractive, authenticity earns trust. People may not always agree with you, but they usually respect someone who knows who they are. That doesn't mean becoming rude or stubborn. It simply means being honest about your values. You don't have to shrink yourself to make someone else comfortable. The right people won't require you to. Number 5, make your boundaries mean something. A boundary without consequences is only a request. Imagine telling someone, "Please don't do that again." But every time they repeat the behavior, nothing changes. Eventually, they stop taking your words seriously. Healthy boundaries require consistent action. If someone repeatedly disrespects your time, limit their access. If someone constantly insults you, reduce unnecessary conversations. If someone repeatedly breaks your trust, stop giving them opportunities to do it again. This isn't punishment, it's protection. Psychologists consistently find that healthy relationships depend on clear expectations and consistent consequences. People learn what is acceptable through repetition. Your actions teach your standards far more clearly than your words. Number 6, match people's effort instead of constantly overgiving. Kindness is a strength, but overgiving to people who consistently disrespect you often creates an unhealthy imbalance. Some people continue taking because they know you'll keep giving. You always initiate the conversation. You always apologize first. You always make the effort. Eventually, the relationship becomes one-sided. Healthy relationships involve mutual effort, mutual respect, mutual care. Pay attention to patterns. Who checks on you? Who supports you when you're struggling? Who respects your time the way you respect theirs? You don't need to stop being generous. Simply stop investing unlimited energy where there is no appreciation. Protect your kindness by giving it to people who value it. Number 7, know when it's time to walk away. Perhaps the hardest lesson of all, not every relationship can be repaired. Sometimes you've communicated clearly, set boundaries, given opportunities, shown patience, and nothing changes. At some point, walking away becomes an act of self-respect. Leaving doesn't always mean anger. Sometimes it simply means accepting reality. You cannot force someone to value you. You cannot make another person respect boundaries they have repeatedly chosen to ignore. But you can choose where you invest your time, energy, and peace of mind. Walking away isn't giving up. It's refusing to remain where your dignity is constantly being compromised. Often, the strongest statement requires no words at all. Your absence speaks clearly enough. That's when you realize that respect isn't something you can demand through fear, and it isn't something you earn by sacrificing your self-worth. Real respect grows when people consistently see that you value yourself. Protect your time. Protect your peace. Speak with confidence. Set clear boundaries. Stay true to your values. And never confuse being kind with allowing yourself to be mistreated. The people who truly belong in your life will respect the standards you set. Those who don't often benefited from the fact that you had none. Remember this. The way you allow others to treat you often teaches them how to continue treating you. Choose self-respect. Choose wisdom. Choose peace. If this message spoke to you, write, "I choose self-respect" in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.